This 21st of December will be the first ever United Nations designated World Meditation Day. The Winter Solstice Day, this year and every year going forwards, will see people around the globe unite in meditation for inner peace and global harmony.
Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome to the next normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. Tomorrow is World Meditation Day, as declared by, can you believe it, the United Nations. I know May is Meditation Month here in the U.S., and it's predominantly a grassroots movement where individuals or collective gatherings can decide to kind of organize or self-organize their meditations. But this one is different. India, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Liechtenstein, some other supporting countries like Burundi, South Africa, Netherlands, Chile, and many more countries actually came into support through the body of the United Nations, and they've declared December 21, which is the winter solstice, a time for renewal. In Indian culture, the Uttarayana, it means time for meditation, deep reflection, change. So this coming December 21, 2024 will be the first global international World Meditation Day as declared by the United Nations. I can't tell you how absolutely thrilled I am about that. Because can I tell you something? For decades, my mother kept searching for her peace or herself from her broken past of being orphaned at 7. And watching her go through struggles that I couldn't understand what they meant. She tried Rastafarianism, Muslim, she tried being a Jew, she was born Christian. She tried so many things to try to create this space between her two ears, her mind, her spirit. She wanted peace. And whether she did it through Islam or Rastafarianism or having her own personal guru, whatever it was gave her what it needed, that little, but then she kept moving on. And I remembered when she found the Brahma Kumaris, she went to an event in Miami, Florida, and she had a vision of God's light, Shiv Baba, that supreme being. I talk a lot about Baba. There was an awakening that happened in her. Something clicked in the soul. Something opened up for her. My mother was never the same person. She became one of the most beautiful human beings. Divine, fragrant, spiritual, soft but strong. Loving, kind, intuitive. She was already born with that, but it got heightened. She would know what you're going through without you even saying hello. I saw that. As a teenager, I saw that. I said, wow, it's powerful. You could see the aura around her and her presence. It was like she would walk and her feet would not touch the ground. I'm telling you, to this even day when she had her dementia, Santosh, do you remember, like she would walk in the courtyard and you would almost like she's not really walking, she's gliding. Am I telling the truth? She glided. And that was because her connection to Source was so consistent. Connection to Source doesn't mean that you physically don't go through challenges, or relationships might not work out, or money might sometimes be a test paper. The connection between the soul and the divine, God, is the greatest form of meditation. You can meditate on the nature. If there's a tsunami, you don't want to be in nature. You can meditate with the guru. If the guru does something inappropriate, you're going to feel devastated. You can meditate on a cross. You can meditate with your food, which I've done. You can meditate with your pet. You can meditate with your spouse, your lover. And something happens, it doesn't work out right. It devastates you. But when you actually practice the ultimate form of meditation, where you begin to identify this remembrance between the soul and the supreme power and God, that's a completely different form of meditation, I tell you. So today's conversation, we've had a whole week of gratitude, the attitude of gratitude. Today, the attitude of gratitude for meditation. I don't know what I would be without it. What kind of person would I be without having this attitude of being reflective, kind, thoughtful about other people's feelings without losing myself in that? My attitude of gratitude for meditation is a very deep awareness of my link to God, the one who rejuvenates my spirit and brings the soul back to life. After the five senses pull so much from that little energy of light, the five senses pull so much from the soul. And if the soul isn't making its link to where the generator is, the recharging is, it just gets weaker and weaker. When you become a student of the Brahma Kumaris, you don't look towards getting weaker or less. You actually look towards amplifying your capacity and your strengths. Things are going to happen with you, for you, to you. But the soul should not hold to the tragedies or the traumas, or shall we say, the opportunities that are trying to move us forward. This attitude of gratitude to meditation will make your life huge. Everywhere you go, whatever you do, everyone you see them with this eye of importance, empathy. I don't know if maybe I'm just surrounded by a whole bunch of good people. I deserve that karma, I must tell you. I've put enough effort in trying to make my life good. It's time that I also attract good, don't you think? And so because of my attitude of gratitude for the practice of meditation, I'm so grateful that I have the ability to see myself beyond my five senses. And the more knowledge that I develop on my journey, the knowledge is awakening my intellect, the sifting mechanism in the soul that tells me what is a strength and what is a limit. At first, I have to identify these thoughts in my mind. Like if I get a thought in my mind of an idea, I have to implement the idea. The mind, which is a factor in the soul, won't implement. The mind says, look at this. The intellect pulls the thought and decides to do something with it, to come into action with the thought. So it creates an experience which becomes your personality. Do you know how powerful that is? To actually deeply understand that your thoughts carry a vibration, your awareness, your intellect has the ability to choose what you want to do with whatever thought comes in your awareness, and that you know whatever you choose, you're going to feel something from it, and it's going to build your personality. Huge. Attitude of gratitude for meditation, huge. So when a political, or shall we say a neutral body like the United Nations declares World Meditation Day officially, where world leaders come together, and by the way, it was initiated, pushed strongly by India. I mean, look, there is a day now, 4 days before Christmas, in the midst of Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and before we move into a new year, you're being invited. Think deeply about who you are. Find yourself behind your eye and become the best version of who you can be. Huge. In a world where we're consistently dominated by ideas and thoughts that people just want to feed us about commercials, cars, money, this, that, politicians, you don't know who you are anymore. It's all mixed up. But when you go behind your eye, you get to see who you are. Let's do a little meditation, shall we? Just take a breath. The world leaders, some of them have now declared December 21 is World Meditation Day. If you're somebody who likes to follow leadership to find conclusions, if something is valid or not, okay, now we have it. Now everybody should meditate. So just keep your eyes gently opened and turn your attention behind your eye. And I'd like you to emerge the thought that meditation creates the feeling of love and peace. Just a thought. And now I'd like you to visualize what love and peace looks like within you and for you. Just imagine there is a recording in me of an overwhelming amount of love and peace. It's sitting in my consciousness and subconscious. I have it in my awareness. In me, in the soul that I am, is an overwhelming amount of love and peace. And I have the knowledge now of where to travel in my thoughts to feel even more of that love and peace that's equivalent to the ocean of love and peace. So in order to experience God's power, purity, I'm going to just let go of the stories connected to my 5 senses, to this body. Just be a spiritual point of light, the soul. And I recall a saying that I am made in the image of God my Father, and He is light. So as you take your thoughts upward, beyond your roof, the sky, the clouds, the galaxy. There's a realm of golden peace, the home of all souls, your home of the soul, the world of light. And there is the supreme power, the supreme soul, the father, mother, best friend, beloved, the teacher for the soul. And as I settle in this awareness, I just allow the vibrations of God's powers to flow through me gently, peacefully, purely. It's a soul connection. And as I bring back my awareness gently and slowly into the body, these 5 senses, I bring more energy and light into my physical being, my environment, and the world around me. And even when I get up and walk and move around, I can remember this supreme source of light, which is my recharging of the soul. And when the soul is recharged, whatever the 5 senses are trying to pull from it, I have enough. Whatever my finances are trying to pull from it, I have enough. Whatever these relationships want from it, I have enough. Baba's energy, Baba's light is filled in me. That's why I have this attitude of gratitude for meditation. I find it such a beautiful tool. So let's go to awakened intelligence and take a look at what are the benefits of having attitude of gratitude for meditation. What a nice question, Santosh Bhai. It deepens one's presence. That's true. It deepens your presence. It enhances emotional well-being, reduces stress and anxiety. It improves your focus, encourages positive energy, it's a big one, strengthens resilience. It builds a habit of mindfulness. It supports your spiritual growth. It's a big one. Now here are some tips for incorporating gratitude in your meditation. Start with a gratitude list. Very important to begin to support and celebrate the things that you're happy about. Use affirmations. Be positive. Keep, we call it in Hindi, a mantra. You keep repeating this positive idea in your mind that pushes out all negativities. Focus on sensations like breath or your environment. In other words, appreciate your environment. Visualize, picture the people, experiences, aspects of your life that you're thankful for, even your job. I'm thankful for the next normal. And with gratitude, conclude your meditation by expressing thanks for the practice itself. That's what I shared. Incorporating gratitude into your meditation can create a powerful synergy, enhancing both your meditation and your overall sense of fulfillment. Absolutely. Meditation will save your life. Let's go to the Sister Gita effect and enjoy some more tips of wisdom in ways in which we can deepen our own meditation experience. I spoke to somebody yesterday, Edwin. I don't know if you're on, but one of the things Edwin shared with me is that on the next normal, I look so forward to just hearing Sister Gita effect. Thank you for that. I do too. Here's the Sister Gita effect.
Let us examine a few ways to handle criticism. Firstly, check to see how much truth there is in the criticism. Don't dismiss it lightly or angrily as being foolish. Secondly, admit to any errors. Thirdly, if you cannot see any errors at that point in time, continue to check because those errors could emerge later on. Fourthly, not only find but correct any errors in your ways. Fifthly, thank the person for bringing the matter to your attention. These 5 steps will help reduce or destroy any barriers. Criticisms are good things. They help us to look at ourselves, to check, correct, and improve. But what about the situation where nothing you say or do seems right? Where there is constant criticism, how can one satisfy such a person? We must first be satisfied with ourselves before we can satisfy others. If we do not yet have the power to quickly change the negative attitude of others, we must at least start with ourselves. Change your attitude towards the one who is constantly criticizing. Adopt a more positive approach. Positive thoughts, words, and actions will eventually bring positive results. You will also need to use the virtues of tolerance and patience. Continue acting in this godly manner. At least God will be pleased with you. Om Shanti.
Love that soul. So, because tomorrow, December 21, is World Meditation Day, how many of you have seen this? Common Sentience production. When did I do this book? About 2 years ago? 3 years ago. I don't know why I can never remember dates, but Santosh does really good. So here's on page 13. Give me a second here. How to meditate and why. Again, I can see my own reoccurring themes coming up. Listen to what I said in the book. Meditation will save your life. You see how we have these subtle mantras that keep going on? So, how so? It gives you the discernment to recognize the thoughts that are true from those that are an illusion. When you can't tell a diamond from a cubic zirconia, so to speak, you can get tricked, be fooled, self-sabotaging, and end up with a great sense of loss. So developing the ability to listen to your thoughts, to see where they belong, is crucial. If they belong to the true essence of the self, which is love, that is sacred in you, and if these thoughts are based on the purity of the soul, the direction of your life takes on an entirely different shimmer. So, give that some thought. You can get it on Amazon, or you can get it, I think so, anywhere in Amazon. Might be a nice Christmas gift for friends and family. Yesterday, we were sending out a press release about the World Meditation Day tomorrow at the Meditation Museum. If you happen to be in Silver Spring, please come. Our UN office will be broadcasting their World Meditation production. That will be at 12 noon on the Brahma Kumaris United Nations YouTube page. At the Meditation Museum, I'll be there and I'll be leading a meditation. And we will also watch the production of the World Meditation Day from the United Nations office between 1 and 2:30 at the Meditation Museum. Please come out if you happen to be in town. I would really love to see you. And again, it is a huge deal for leaders to actually acknowledge they can't do it without some sort of a sacredness and spiritual empowerment. So yesterday we were looking at just a few things in Washington. Example, Sister Jenna, the team, the family, a meditation museum. Meditation on Wheels RV that comes to you to offer free meditation. America Meditating Radio, Santosh reminded me we could have relaunched the radio show tomorrow, but next year we're going to do something massive and huge. I've been featured in the Meditation magazine as one of 101 most influential meditation experts. The Soul Talk on the Hill, where I went on Capitol Hill to interview the political leaders about their lives internally for meditation with these world leaders. And I just am sharing that for the first time it hit me. Meditation book. And then I've produced about 6 CDs. I don't know if you call it CDs now, but they're streaming, I think, on Spotify with meditations. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that I think Washington has a really nice gift. I think this area, Washington, Maryland, and Virginia, has a beautiful gift in us. Don't you think, Santosh? And then we have the next normal that is live every day, Monday through Friday. So now everybody in this Washington metropolitan area should know where to come to meditate, knowing that it is so genuine and so sincere, simple, practical, and breaking down these sort of myths about meditation. It's a very natural process, you know. Anyway, I really want to thank everybody. Let me see who has joined me today. And if you have any comments or anything that you would like to share, you can put it in the link now. But thank you all so much for joining us today. Antonia, wow, look who's on, my boss. United Nations United Meditation to Serve the World, December 21, 1 to 2:30, held at the Meditation Museum, 9 to 5:25. Thank you, Antonia. By the way, everyone, Antonia's our boss. We listen to her. Hi, Grace. Om Shanti. Hope everything is doing well and you enjoyed your time at Peace Village. Hi, Anthony. I'm grateful for you too. Suman, Travelqua, Kailash, Chaya, Usha, Lilawati. Glad to hear your husband's doing better. Dr. K, Om Shanti. Shobha, Lilawati again. Indu and Lily. Thank you so much for joining us. Madhavi, thank you so much. Dr. Madhavi, my number one doctor, the best doctor in the U.S. All right, everybody, take a wonderful day. One of our friends sent in a video, Shalima. I just wanted to honor her. She had sent it in for the United Nations production. Somehow it got missed. So I want to make sure that she knows we recognize and accept her beauty and her contribution. Take care of yourselves, and please remember that if you practice loving everybody the same, your love will increase and attachment will decrease. Have a lovely day. Take care. Om Shanti.
benefits of meditation for me, even though it's an ancient practice for thousands and thousands of years. And one does not have to be religious or spiritual to incorporate meditation in their lives, because as for me, it had tremendous benefits, because it's great for the mental health, physical health, and it helps one stay focused and heightened awareness. And one of the things that I really appreciate about meditation is the fact that I can navigate my life with ease.
Meditation, intimate experiences with the divine through contemplative practices. A common sentient series by Sacred Stories Publishing. The quieter you become, the more you're able to hear. Rumi. A time to choose. We find ourselves right now in the age of great transformation, one of the most consequential moments in human history. These are indeed the times that the great prophets and seers throughout the millennia have spoken about. Mankind has experienced and survived many eras of tremendous change, of course, yet with each turn of the spiral, the permutations become more amplified, as if there will be one final revolution of the cycle that turns it all around, so we can start anew once more.